Hi, everybody. So today I'm going to be talking about the Black Widow new Marvel movie. We saw that yesterday, and I gave my thoughts about how I don't think it's a kid's movie, but let's talk about the movie a little bit in general, right? And what my general thoughts are and how good or how bad it was, and how I think it might fit in with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So, first off, the movie starts with Natasha the Black Widow as a little girl, and she is with a family. There's like a sister and a mom and dad, and it's a little bit suspicious, but they all seem to kind of know what's going on. Now, with me and my friends who are watching, there's a little bit of confusion over exactly who was the Black Widow. There's two little girls. One was blonde, one was blue-haired, and we weren't sure at first which one was which. But as the movie progressed, we learned that the blue-haired girl was the Black Widow. Yeah. The movie, then there's a big thing, and they escape, and they go back to their own country, which of course I think is Russia. And then Natasha goes through the whole training regime to become who she is, the super spy, the Black Widow, right? And we see other girls too going through the same training, and that's kind of what the whole premise of the movie is. It's about family, which is the family that she has in the beginning and who she then connects with later in the movie, because they kind of come back as other characters, and also her family of the Avengers who are unavailable at this time, because most of the movie takes place during the Civil War era of the cinematic universe, where she doesn't have access to Tony Stark. Bruce Banner's off doing Ragnarok stuff, right? All these characters are elsewhere. So she's kind of on her own at this time. She doesn't reach out to Falcon or Captain America or any of those guys. So, yeah. And there are some references to them. But mostly it's separate. The story is separate. So when you're thinking about this movie and you're approaching it, one thing that's always in the back of your mind is what happens to Natasha. At the end of Endgame, she dies, right? Her character dies. So there's a part of me when I'm watching this movie wondering, is this story important? Why are they showing this story? How does it fit into the bigger picture since I know the character dies? In my own mind, I started thinking about, well, maybe there's a variant of her out there, right? Because I've been watching Loki lately, right? And maybe there's a variant or something that'll come back. There's no payoff like that in the movie, but yeah, that was in my mind with it, right? So this story is self-contained, and it kind of even has some Deus Ex Machina at the end, which takes out the family and leaves her by herself, which I guess is all right, but yeah, I guess it's okay. But it does feel a little bit strange that she got captured and no one else did. And there's a lot of people there. There's like her mom, her dad, her sister, and a whole bunch of other girls who were also trained to be widows who were never captured by either S.H.I.E.L.D. or whoever was rounding up the superheroes for the Kosovo Accords, right? So that's kind of what's going on. So there was that. So to talk about the movie, the themes that I kind of saw in it were that the Black Widow was not a unique character. There were a lot of other girls who were trained to be like the Black Widow. And that kind of became apparent. She was only unique in that they brainwashed her through traditional means instead of chemical means. There was a lot of discussion of family. I thought the characters who played her family did a really good job. I really liked the dad. I don't know if it's just because I'm a dad and I kind of related to him, but I thought it was a really good character. And yeah, and he was fun. He was a fun character, and I hope he comes back. But those were my thoughts. When Yuri was watching the movie, he did get scared, but he had one of his friends over, so I think part of it was kind of distracted too and wanted to go play. So he didn't watch the whole movie. The first scene that was kind of scary for them was the chase scene when they were leaving the Ohio in the airplane. They were fighting some police officers. What I've noticed about Yuri and what he finds scary in film is it's mostly associated with people fighting people. If there's like robots or aliens or mutants or monsters, he's usually okay because he knows that's not real and he can step out of it. Even superheroes, when they're doing superhero things, there's a level of unrealism there, which makes it so it's not scary for him. However, when we're looking at something like the Black Widow, where it was all people fighting people, then it gets a little bit more scary. And there's even a part where one of the widows stabs her leg and takes a microchip out of it. That really didn't sit well with him. Also, there was a lot of knife fighting. And knives can be scary. Right, Yuri?
Yeah, you might get hurt.
Yep. They're scary and people might get hurt. So those also were too scary. So he did not watch the whole movie. I did finish the movie. I liked it. I liked the ending. Again, even with the after credit scenes, I wonder how it fits into the whole cinematic universe, right? And what phase 3 of the cinematic universe will be and where this movie fits in with it. Because it did establish at the end that she was indeed dead. So that was something that was in there. But overall, for adults, parents, it's a good movie. I give it a thumbs up, right? For kids, especially Yuri's age, I say not a good movie. Too scary for him. Dogs were okay with it. No dogs were hurt in the movie. It was pretty positive for dogs. So those are my thoughts. So if you like this video, please hit the like, subscribe to the video if it's your first time here or if you're not subscribed. And hope to see you again. And thanks for listening.